Hello again, YouTubers. It's good to be back again with the third video in the Gospel Basics series. So far in video 1, I covered four attributes of God: holiness, righteousness, justice, and mercy. In video 2, I covered man. Man was created perfect, man sinned against God, and that sin brought about spiritual and physical death. Since I've already touched on the points in this video and the previous video, this one is going to be short. The points in this video are: what is sin? Sin entered into the world by one man, and God demands punishment for sin. Alright, so let's get started. What is sin? Sin is any action, thought, motive, or inaction that is contrary to God's nature. A. Action. Matthew 5 verses 43 through 48. You have heard that it has been said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he makes his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward do you have? Do not even the publicans the same? And if you salute your brethren only, what do you do more than others? Do not even the publicans the same? Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. B. Thought. Matthew 5 verses 21 and 22. You have heard that it was said by them of old time, you shall not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say unto his brother, Raca, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, you fool, shall be in danger of hell fire. C. Matthew 5 verses 27 and 28. You have heard that it was said by them of old time, you shall not commit adultery. But I say unto you that whosoever looks on a woman to lust after her has committed adultery with her already in his heart. The scriptures cited here don't just point towards murder and adultery, but rather a principle. That principle being that entertaining any thought contrary to God's nature is sin. D. Motive. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31. Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do all to the glory of God. If your motive for doing good or not doing evil is not to glorify God, your motive is evil, therefore you have sinned against God. E. Inaction. James 4:17. Therefore to him that knows to do good and does not do it, to him it is sin. Number 2. Sin entered into the world by one man. Romans 5:12. Wherefore as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned. This verse is pretty much self-explanatory. Sin and death entered into the world because Adam sinned, and sin is passed down to all men from Adam. Romans 5:19. For as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners, so by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous. This verse is also self-explanatory. By Adam's disobedience, many were made sinners. Conversely, by Christ's obedience, many will be made righteous. 3. God demands punishment for sin. Psalm 145, verse 20. The Lord preserves all them that love him, but all the wicked he will destroy. John 3:36. He that believes on the Son has everlasting life, and he that believes not on the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God remains on him. That's it for this video. I don't think I can state it enough, however, that I am no way being exhaustive with the scriptures. There are many, many more scriptures that could be used to support the points I am addressing in this series. I hope, however, this series is of a help to you. Thank you for watching, and please check out video 4 in the Gospel Basics series, where I will talk about the Redeemer.